Okay, welcome back. Something happened, excuse me, I have to, that's the last page in this chapter, I have to be recorded alone. Oh goodness. All right, let me finish that story. Basically, the early Muslims went from illiterate society, I mean 99%, or a little bit close to that. Literacy, they were like oral people. They have good memory. Anyway, how they went up that to a few years later to all of them read and write, and not just that, memorize the Quran, all of it, an entire the Quran text. But of course, there is a little secret of that. Number one, that was they know Islam and they lived it. It was part of their life that they want to learn it as fast as they could and they want to master it. That's number one, the will. But praying 5 times a day allow the person to practice, to rehearse what he memorized. Any part, I did it myself, and there's so many people, even today, they're doing the same thing in my hometown here. There's at least 25 people can reproduce, if the Quran disappeared from the face of the earth today, they can reproduce it in the original text and how it's pronounced. And I know many people know that there is more than one style of pronunciation to the Quranic text. There's like a bunch of them, and these guys, some of them, I mean, they're entertainment. They're fun to sit down and learn how to read the Quranic text in another style, in another pronunciation style. You talk about wow thing. They can reproduce the whole book in 1 week, perfectly voweled, because the memorization use what called tajweed. It sounds tajweed. You're going to see this if you're doing the Quran thing. It's just a mind-boggling system. And of course, the Arabic language, that was the first book in the Arabic language, the Quran, that it spread so quickly and teach people in few years by the thousand. When they had this, when they have the concern about maybe we should make a bind book from the Quran. Although they were writing it, they memorized it, they write it down from day one on pieces. I said, maybe we should put a book, because 20,000 of them, they went to war, and many of them died in the first war against, after the Prophet died. Anyway, it's a miracle by itself. I mean, just like wow thing. All right, let me go back to my job. And of course, you need to understand the Arabic language root go even before that. If somebody need to understand, how far we go, where the Arabic language end. I mean, it's not small, simple language. It's more powerful than the Aramaic or the Hebrew. It's just the root system of the verbs by the thousands. It's just amazing stuff. Anyway, and you can see from this system, it's not hard to learn, because if you master how to read, all the other ones come. And some people good in languages, some people are not. But I met people from the end of the world. They know they know the whole Quran from page 1 to the last, and perfect pronunciation. It's just amazing thing. I'm starting that process maybe myself, so I can repackage it correctly. Okay, love talking. 3-minute talk. All right. Practice number 12. This is the last page. So, okay, here I put all the possibilities for you. Try to make you look at the word and know how to read it and no mistakes. That's what this practice has been designed for. That's the purpose. Okay, line 1. By looking at this, you remember this is a hamza, then have extending letter alif with it after it. So, and this is like a combined version of that. This is akhiratu. Remember this one? It sounds like tattoo T, and here it's two. And the same word, if we have a dot there, a period after it, what we pronounce it? Do you remember? We just did that. Actually, it will become, we lose the 2 dots, and we lose the vowel, and you pronounce this letter with sukoon. It will be akhirah. We just did that. That's then we have here akhirat. That's another version of that with the original ta. And this one here, akhirahu. This is another word different from this and this. And this one, it said hu at the end, not tu. It's a hu here. Remember here we pronounced it akhirah, not hu. Akhirah with the H, with the sukoon, the sound H with sukoon. Ha, ha, akhirah. But here it's akhirah hu. And here we go, we have a dot here, so the akhirah will become akhirah. So this sound like this sound. They are identical. Of course, the vowel is ignored. So we pronounce this akhirah here. And here we go, this example have this word where the last letter have what? No vowel. So it have what? Have sukoon. So this is akhirah. So this one and this one sound the same also. Okay. If you don't get all that, forget the confusion and just read them to your best ability with what you already know. This one will be darbatu. This is T, tatu T, special version of T, of tatu T. Here we go. Dar, and we have a dot here. What we do? We cancel the two dots, we cancel the vowel, and it become totally different letter. Darbah. It become the H, the ha. Ha, hu, he, instead of tatu T. Darbah. I'm just repeating. I'm not going to do that next. Darbatu. Totally different word with a regular T, not the special case T. So this one, totally different word from this one. And here, darabahu. Darbahu. Darbahu. I'm looking at it, I'm reading it wrong. That's what happened to new students also. They look to something and they think they know and they say the wrong thing. It's dar, there's sukoon here. Bahu. And here we go, the same word, we have a dot after it. So instead of the hu, the vowel here, it's cancelled and we have sukoon instead of it. So we pronounce this darbah. And this is what the last one, the last word is pronounced like. Totally different word. This darabah, and this darbah. Totally different word. Darbah. Darbah. And here darbah. Sound the same, written the same. But yeah, it's the same word basically. That's with sukoon ending. And here it's sukoon ending also. Line 3. Ghabah. Ghabah. That's with sukoon ending. And this sound the same. Ghabah. You know. Ghabah. Ghabahu. That totally different word from either. These two are identical with the pronunciation. Ghabatu. So this is ghabahu and this is ghabatu. Here, ghabah. Ghabah. Why it's ghabah? Because there's a dot here. We ignore the vowel, we ignore the two dots, so it becomes ha. Ghabah. Ghab. But here we don't have any of this. This ghabatu. Still there. Alright. Line 4. Adah. Adah. Same. Why sound the same? Because here the effect of the vowel is ignored. Because of the dot, it's pronounced with sukoon, the last letter. So that's why they sound alike. Here, adahu. Okay, there is a vowel here, so we pronounce it adat. Adat. Datu. Sorry. Adatu. 3 syllables. Here, adah. Why dah, not ta? With sukoon, because this is dot here. We don't pronounce it as T, we pronounce it as H or he, ha, hu, he, and of course the short vowel is ignored. So this is adah, and here adatu, adatu. Okay, here we go. 5. Sadatu. 3 syllables. Sadatu. Here, sadahu. Can you see all this? Yeah. Sadah. So this is almost same. Sadah. Sadah. Same. See the dot here? This one It's the same like this one, but we have a dot, so it canceled the last vowel. Sadah, and because the period you use sukun. And here is sadah. Alright. Practice the same. Practice 13. أعطى. Here we go. The same. أعطى. أعطاها. أعطي. أعطي. The same. Same. أعطيها. Line 2. يشقى. Like this one. يشقى. Okay. يشقاها. يشقي. يشقي. Although there's no dots in here. يشقيها. Line 3. أعمى. أعمى. أعماها. أعمي. أعمي. Same. We have dots or not here and here. أعميها. Okay. Line 4. يبلي. يبلى. Sorry, not. I'm exhausted. I need to rest after this. Yubla. So this is the same like yubla. There's alif here, so you pronounce it like this. You pronounce it yubla. And here, different word. Yublaha. Next. Yubli. Or same one. Yubli. Even if there is no dots in here. Yubliha. Line 5. أبقى. Same. أبقى. أبقاها. أبقي. أبقي. Even if there is no dots. أبقيها. Line 6. ينهى. ينهى. ينهاها. ينهي. ينهي. Okay, here even if we don't have the vowel, it's still the same. Yeah, what did I say? Yunhi? Yanhi. Sorry. Oh my gosh, I'm really tired. Yanhi. Yanhi. Here we go. Yunhiha. I was looking at this one, reading it here. Yunhiha. That's actually real error. Some people do that. Alright, this is the end of chapter 38. Goodness. Let me go rest. Then edit this file and then we'll go to the next one. Thank you.